China warns nations not to take trade deals with the United States of America. Yeah, guys, of course they are. Guys, as of right now, they're going on multiple tours in Southeast Asia, specifically to some of the really small countries that rely exclusively on importing basically everything they need, right? And telling them, listen, if you do any type of deal to our detriment, then we are going to basically end our trade deals, period, right? And these countries know that they can't do that, specifically over there, right? I mean, China is basically a whale in that region. Right? Now they're also going to Europe, do the same basic thing here. And now threatening any of the people that are actually coming to the table currently to do any type of deals. If anything is against our best interest, right, then we are going to retaliate against. So basically, now we're now entering into an interesting stage in our history. This was kind of one of the precursors, let's say, to WW2, but WW2 was, slightly different. But I mean, it was slightly different, but it was basically the same trade kerfuffle that was kind of going on throughout the world at the time. So we may actually be entering into something crazy soon, guys. I don't know. Hope not, obviously, right? But we should not be in a position where we're being taken advantage of on trade for everything. We should not be in that position at all. But either way, let's go and jump to this immediately. This is a suggestion via a channel member.
Also, President Trump is warning countries against cheating to get around his tariffs. But China may be taking steps to interfere with trade talks between the U.S. and other nations. What is going on? Grady Trimble of Fox Business live at the White House.
All right, let's
go. Hey, Grady.
Hey, good morning, Dana. China says that if the U.S. makes any deals at the expense of China, then it's going to, quote, take countermeasures in a reciprocal manner. And some experts are warning that Beijing could try to strike deals with European countries, for example, that are too good for those countries to refuse at the expense of the United States. But President Trump doesn't seem deterred from his plan, posting on Truth Social about the countries trying to reach agreements with his administration, saying, "It's good to see that the world knows we are serious, because we are. They must right the wrongs of decades of abuse, but it won't be easy for them. But for those who want the easiest path, come to America and build in America."
I got a readout from Jameson Greer yesterday, and it looks like we're north of 15 now of legitimate, serious offers on the table. The thing I could say you could look for is that when we think a deal's really, really close, then my expectation is the president's going to want to meet with that world leader here in the White House in order to close the deal.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely what's needed, completely.
We will be paying very close attention to which world leaders are coming to the White House in the not-too-distant future. And here's what the Trump administration is trying to address, or at least cut into: a $300 billion trade deficit with China. Administration officials say despite that number, the U.S. actually has the upper hand.
China imports 11.5 million barrels of oil a day. They import about 25% of the calories they consume every day. And so when we think about the U.S. and us as being a superpower, we're an energy superpower, we're a food superpower, and China is highly dependent.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, I mean, I have some notes here. Corn, wheat, pork, and beef are basically what they get from us. Obviously, massively, soybeans also. But yeah, they do get their food, a good amount of their food, let's say, specifically from us. Superconductors, they used to take our planes, but now planes have basically, more than doubled in price, let's say, guys. Almost quadrupled in price based off of 245 at least. So there are a couple of things that they do get from us, but they don't actually get a lot of things from us because, again, they are gigantic producers. Keep that in mind here. So if we look at the trade deficit, we get a lot of things built there. So that's why our number is so massive, right? They're never going to take in as much as they give us because they don't really need to, right? Just to go ahead and point that out there.
And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who has been one of the leads in negotiating these new trade deals, he's meeting with his South Korean counterpart this week, I believe, here at the White House. So the wheeling and dealing continues despite these new warnings from China. Dana?
Grady, thank you so much.
I'm Steve Deuce.
That's it. All right. I mean, yeah, listen, over these next couple of weeks here, I do think that a lot of countries are going to come to the table and try to figure something out here. There are many countries that I do not personally think should be affected by the tariffs, but I get it, right? If you're going to do a blanket tariff for everybody, do the blanket tariff, sure, why not, right? But there are some countries that just do not technically deserve to be tariffed. Just thought here, guys, right? I mean, they're not giving us anything, and we're not really giving them anything. So you just making it so now they definitely won't give us anything. You get what I mean here? There are a couple of countries in that list there, guys. But I think personally, if you have a tariff on us, I mean, it should be completely fine that we have a tariff on you. And I get the argument. We are so rich, right? We're the richest country in the history of the world, right? And we should be completely fine with giving money to people for free. We're not, guys. We're not. But all right, listen, guys. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll catch you guys later.